Robbo, thanks for joining us for Sussex TV here at the County Ground, PROBIZ County Ground. We're watching the 2020 match between Sussex Sharks and the Sussex second 11. Looking back on Sunday, a good win up at Lords.
Yeah, scruffy at times, and the wicket was scruffy as well. It wasn't the best of surfaces, made batting quite difficult, and we did enough. The two experienced guys showed the way on a difficult wicket. They showed the calmness needed to get the score, which was really competitive. It was gettable, but it was competitive. We knew if we bowled well, we'd have a good chance, and we did. All the bowlers bowled really well. Times we were outstanding in the field, caught really well. Probably the difference between the two teams. Odd mistake in the ground field, but overall really pleased just to get off and running and to get a game of cricket. I think to a lot of people, they felt they hadn't played for a long time. It felt with this new format as well, almost like pre-season again.
Yeah, you've slotted in this extra fixture tonight, just a couple of days after short notice. Why have we gone for this one at such short notice?
Well, as I said, 2020 is quite a hard game to play. As much as we can talk about being brave and being free and expressing yourself, it's quite a hard game because it happens so quickly, and getting the right tempo to how you play is difficult. And I think a lot of especially some of the younger ones who hadn't played, they found that hard. But even some of the older ones, like Light and Ashley's played. So to get another chance to play was vital for us, and we were lucky enough to be able to have a wicket that was meant to be used against Kent. So we got a good wicket. Sometimes when you play friendlies or pre-season games, you don't get a good surface because you get a tired surface. But this is a brand new wicket, and it's proved a great exercise. The only downsides, I suppose, Rusty was unavailable. He's got a couple of personal issues he's having to deal with, and Rusty threw on. And Luke Wright is, because of what's happened to Tom Maynard, the tragedy there. He's been spent a lot of time with his friend Roy Hamilton-Brown, and we're not up to playing in a match today, so we've missed out on those two. But for the rest of the squad, it's been great.
Yeah, you've got to keep the tempo up a little bit, haven't you, due to the sort of breaks between the matches. So you get one day on, then a couple of days off, and then sometimes, as in this week, you would have sort of 4 or 5 days off. So it's important to keep the match situation going.
I mean, we've had until Sunday, we'd had 4 one-day games rained off, haven't we? We'd lost out at Southend. Polisham was a non-event, and then the two 2020s. We do a lot of practicing for nothing as such. And I know some of the second team boys, the rest of the squad, they've been hit badly too. So the whole squad was in need of a game. And I think you showed today again that experience. And we talk about being a young game 2020, but it's also an experience game. I think the inexperience of the chase has been shown today, and sometimes some of the thought process into the bowling. But it's a cool game 2020. But Nash has struck it really well. Controversial decision by Tony Cotty early doors to give him not out caught behind, and Kurt Werner's warned off for consecutive beamers. It's all happened. Scott Stires, was it 5 sixes, consecutive sixes off Lit well, so it's been entertaining. We've just had a little bit of a change now, made it almost start a new game. Had a bit of a scenario going on, 60 off the last 8 overs to try and make the game a bit more of an exciting finish.
So looking forward to Friday, Middlesex, quick return game against them. Be interesting to see how they shape up here.
Yeah, look, they had a good win last night. They needed that, didn't they? They'd lost 2 previous games and needed to get a win. Sterling, who's probably the key wicket on the outside looking in, he play can really take it away from you. He's proper danger man, did well last night. And they're a good competitive team. And in 2020, the shorter the format, the more one person can really influence the game. But it's about us, isn't it? Matty Price still unavailable. He's got this Achilles injury, which has had to have an injection, which has taken him out of the first 5 games. And sometimes you're talking about your planning. You do your planning to have Matty available for 8, and then he's been given to us 5, subject to that Achilles healing, as it should do. So he's another couple of games away from being fit. But at the moment, everybody else in the squad is putting a hand up ready to be selected. Yeah,
and obviously another home game quickly as well Sunday, home to Essex Eagles. So will you sort of have a look after Friday and assess on Saturday again? And
yeah, absolutely. I mean, both Monty and Rips the ball really well under pressure. That's the big thing. Nasher was going well. Styrus had come in, good win, good players. So they ball really well in this game for Hopper's hot shots, I think they were called. Probably the only 2 bowlers who come out with credit, really. I mean, Amjad Khan finished really strongly with a death, which is good for him. But the first 11 bowlers haven't been put under much pressure really by what's happened with the batting, and there might be a little bit more now. So you'd imagine that we've had a squad of 14, 13 for every game at the moment. It probably won't change.
Thanks, Robbo. I'll let you watch the rest of this game.
All right, thanks, Adam.